pretty easy, I think. And if you think this was easy, please, I'll tell you something which is easier. Alright, what's up you guys, you're watching Zealocity, and in today's video, I'm gonna be giving you the thing that you all have asked a lot for. And I really wanted to do this from a long time, and here it is. So this is the ultimate fix for PCOS. In this video, you will have a detailed blueprint on how you can adjust your nutrition plan and how you can eat healthy and not worry about weight gain or your hormonal issues, especially if you have PCOS, if you're suffering from PCOS, PCOD. I'm gonna be giving you the ultimate fix for it, okay? But before getting into the video, please understand that this is not a medical treatment. I'm not here, I'm not your personal doctor or your personal nutritionist or your personal coach, right? So I can't always give you your personalized nutrition. So nutrition is highly personalized, and this in particular, in this video, you will not be getting any medical treatment or a guarantee of any medical condition, okay? But here, this is basically for education and on how you can improve your lifestyle, and this may or may not work for you. I can't give a personalized plan to all, right? I hope you understood the point here, but this video intends only to provide education for your lifestyle fix, and I am sure there will be something which will help you, at least if you follow this and if you maintain a healthy lifestyle and if you live by this blueprint, I'm sure you will see some improvement in your health and your daily lifestyle. Anyway, let's not waste any more time. Get into the first one, and that has to be the goddamn protein. You need to fix your goddamn protein. You have to eat your goddamn protein, and the goddamn protein is the goddamn protein which is goddamn essential, and you goddamn need to include it in your daily lifestyle. Oh my god, people, I'm very sure यहाँ पे कुछ लोग सोच रहे होंगे ये क्या गधे का वीडियो देख रहे हैं. Alright, so it improves your metabolic rate. It is extremely crucial for your muscle mass and for your metabolic health, for your hair, for your skin, for your joints, everything. Protein is very important. Do not neglect it. I can't not yell about protein in every video, so please, because it's very important, I will yell about it.
What?
Now, you need to include at least 18 to 20 grams of protein in every meal. If you do 4 meals a day, 3 meals a day, at least aim for 20 grams of protein. So obviously if you reduce your meal frequency, like suppose if you do only 2 meals a day, then you need to increase your meal protein quantity. Less meal frequency, more protein per meal. More meal frequency, less protein per meal, you can get away with it, okay? So if you do 4 meals a day, then 15 grams of protein, at least 15 grams of protein in a day is required. If you do only 3 meals a day, then 25 grams of protein per meal is required, okay? 20 to 25 grams. Now, the whole point here is you need to include at least 15 to 20 grams of protein in every meal. Now, I'll give you very practical examples, and I'm sure every one of you will agree with this, and that it is easy. It's not hard to increase protein intake. It just takes a little bit more mindful eating, which takes a little bit of practice, and I'm sure it's going to be very easy. Number one example, you can see this. So 1 katori dal along with some curd, 200 grams of curd, 1 small katori of rice, and some salad over there. And that's easily going to give you somewhere around 18 grams of protein for sure. And it is a good meal, okay? Most people have just the dal and rice and uske saath koi aloo sabji. Yes, that's fine. But if you do not include curd, you're not fulfilling your overall amino acid profile, and at the same time the protein content is lacking. Just dal rice will give you hardly like 8 to 10 grams of protein. Including the curd will increase 6 to 7 to 8 grams of protein extra. So 200 grams of curd will have somewhere around 7 to 8 grams of protein, give or take. So on the whole, you will be having a good amount of protein, a good amount of 17 to 18 grams of quality protein in this one meal. So this is example number one. Example number two, you can have 100 grams of paneer along with 2 roti and some salad along with that. So paneer in itself is a complete protein source. 100 grams of protein gives you 18 grams of protein, give or take. चलो 15 पे पकड़ के चले, उसके साथ 2 roti, that's going to give you around 2 grams of protein each roti. So that's going to be 19 to 22 grams of protein that you're having in the entire meal, which is pretty good, a good satiating meal that you will have. And it is extremely easy. It's not very hard to have 100 grams of paneer, to be very honest. Example number 3, 2 whole eggs, 2 slices of bread, and along with that you have some fruit. So freaking easy. Add some vegetables on top, like mushrooms or broccoli or something on top of your omelette, and have it with the toast. Like, it's so goddamn easy. It's so goddamn easy. It's not that hard at all. 2 eggs give you 13 to 14 grams of protein. So 1 egg gives you 6 to 6.5 grams of protein, give or take. So I like to consider 6.5 because that's usually the quantity that I see on an average, 6.5 grams of protein per egg, 2 eggs, that's going to be 13 grams, and 2 bread slices, again 2 to 4 grams of protein from the bread, and you're looking at 17 to 18 grams of quality protein in that meal again, which is very easy to maintain and you can easily have it. And there, obviously, if you want to increase your protein quantity, you can increase the eggs or paneer, as I mentioned in the video, in the examples. Example number 4, the one for non-vegetarians, 100 grams of chicken. Along with that, you make some curry and have some rice. So obviously, make sure you use less oil for the curry again. So 100 grams of chicken made in curry and have a little bit of rice and some salad with that. You're looking at 25 grams of protein in that. So it's very easy. 100 grams of protein gives you 22 grams of protein. Rice gives you somewhere around 3 to 4 grams of protein in a katuri. So you're looking at 25 grams of good quality protein, which is easy to consume, satiating, and super healthy. And that's superb, right? Now, example number 5, the one for vegans. If you are a vegan, if you're looking for increasing your protein intake, but if you think it's hard, then soya, do you know about it? Hello, you need to wake up. Good morning. It's soya time, and you can include soya chunks in your diet plan. Soya chunks is very easy and it's a very high protein source which you can easily use. Now, there are lots of misconceptions about soya. There are lots of misconceptions about soya which need to be busted. And hello, I'm Zealocity, and I'm gonna do a video again on soya chunks, the myths about soya chunks. But anyway, soya chunks are absolutely fine to consume. You can consume 30 grams of raw soya chunks, 30 to 40 grams depending on your appetite. You need to measure them raw, then you cook it. Pani jitna bhi dalna, you can cook it and make it with some rice or roti. That's going to give you at least 20 to 23 grams of good quality protein. So soya chunks is an extremely easy and a very high protein source which vegetarians, vegans, non-vegetarians, everyone can use, right? So it's good to use. Please include at least soya chunks in your plan if you're a vegan. The second area that you need to fix is your fruits and vegetables. The fruits and vegetables you need to consume as much as possible. I'm sure there are some people who consume sabji, home cooked sabji and all, but they lack the fruits in the diet. There are lots of misconceptions about fruits that PCOS you have high blood sugar, so you should not consume fruits. It's stupid. It's completely wrong. You need to consume whole fruit, not the juice. Obviously, the juice increases the glycemic index. So it's not like you cannot have the juice, but it's best if you consume the fruit whole. And you need to consume at least two different fruits in the entire day. One in the morning, one in the evening. You can divide it like that. One in the morning, one in the lunch ke 1 ghante baad. Any which ways you like, you can include that. Any fruit is fine. The best would be watermelon, papaya, oranges, guava, and muskmelon, and even apples are good. So I'm not saying that other fruits like bananas and mangoes and kiwis are bad for any reason, but hey, watermelons, papayas and oranges are really satiating and they contain a lot of nutrients. So you can definitely look at that. Even pomegranates are really high in antioxidants and high in nutrients. Please consume 2 different fruits in the entire day. Jo bhi fruit, whatever fruit you like, please, you have to eat it. That's it. End of story. Now, for vegetables, if you are someone who lacks vegetable intake in the diet, and if you think that eating sabji is too hard for you, then just include some salad along with your meals. Like, if you can't eat the home-cooked sabji, then just go for a salad like cucumber salad, lettuce salad, and add some salad dressing if you really want. But hey, don't overdo the dressing, like add heaps of dressing on top of your vegetables and call it healthy salad. Ooh, no, you need to consume less of those dressings and all. But if you want to add some dressing as per like thoda sa taste agar if you want to add, then please go ahead, but don't overdo it. And you can include salad like raw vegetables like cucumbers, lettuce, carrots, capsicum, beetroot, etc. as much as possible, and you can do it in at least 2 meals in the entire day. So 2 whole fruits, different fruits in the entire day, and 2 vegetable salads, at least a small bowl of vegetable salad in 2 different meals in the entire day. Pretty easy, I think. And if you think this was easy, please, I'll tell you something which is easier. It's to hit the like button and subscribe if you have not already.
Why, Dada? Why?
This is business.
This is my sweat.
I know, but I did business.
Shut up!
Now, what you need to note here is you need to avoid aloo in your vegetables. Aloo is not a vegetable. It's a source of starchy carbohydrate. So if you're consuming aloo in your vegetables, cut it out from the vegetable and put it into the carbohydrate source. Like suppose if you have roti or chawal, उसकी जगह पे try and have some aloo. Instead of chicken and rice, you can make like grilled chicken and mashed potatoes or boiled potatoes and have that. It tastes really good. So you can try it that way. Now the third field which a lot of people ask me about, it's dairy. There is so much of misinformation when it comes to dairy, and a lot of people run away from dairy. They think dairy causes PCOS, dairy causes hormonal resistance, dairy is bad, dairy is this, dairy is that. It's milk and dairy is absolutely fine to consume on PCOS. There are lots of our clients who have PCOS and they're still losing weight while consuming dairy in the diet plan. Literally having milk and they're losing weight. So if it's a case that if it's a blanket statement that milk causes hormonal resistance and milk worsens PCOS, then how is it that a lot of people, I'm sure there are lots of you viewers also who can definitely relate with this, that having milk and still losing weight and having PCOS and still improving the condition of PCOS. So here, this is very subjective from person to person. Now, I will tell you, if you want to include milk, you need to have it if you can digest well. Okay. Now you need to see if you digest milk well, if you don't have any pimples or indigestion or diarrhea or bloating after having milk, then you can easily consume milk and even milk products like curd, paneer, cheese, etc. And even if you have lactose intolerant or let's say if you're sensitive to lactose and if you cannot consume milk, paneer and curd should be very easy for you to consume, especially curd and yogurt, right? So try and include as much as possible of curd and yogurt because these are really rich sources of probiotics which help you with your gut health. Also, if you digest your food better, if your gut health is better, then you're gonna absorb your nutrients very well. That's something that really matters a lot. Okay, cutting it short, you can include milk if you digest it well. If you do not, then obviously you don't have it. You can easily switch to lactose-free milk options like almond milk and oat milk and soya milk. Whatever that you like, you can include. Or if you just want to cut out the milk, you can just cut it out. It's okay. You can include curd and other protein sources to fulfill your overall protein, right? Now, number 4 thing which a lot of people are waiting about and a lot of people wonder if it's true or not, and a lot of people keep asking me from time to time, gluten, does it worsen PCOS? Is it okay if I have gluten, if I have PCOS? And I'm like, you can have it if you digest it. It's just as simple as that. If you do not have any digestion issues after having wheat, gluten, etc., you can easily consume gluten and still lose weight. There is no causation study which proves that gluten causes weight gain. There are some sources of gluten which are high in satiety, like bread. Bread is actually a high satiety source. Like especially multigrain bread and whole wheat products are usually higher in satiety factor than white rice or potatoes. So if you want to include that and if you can digest it well, you can easily consume gluten and that's absolutely fine. Obviously, you need to consume it in moderation. You can't over consume anything and expect it to be fine for you and healthy for you. Okay, but you can easily consume gluten. There's no problem with that. And it's again subjective from person to person. If you have celiac disease or if you have IBS, then it's better to stay away from gluten, especially if that triggers your IBS. Then it's definitely better to stay away from gluten as much as you can. Number 5, carbohydrates. You need to control your carbohydrates and keep it in moderation. Now, you do not need to eliminate carbohydrates if you have PCOS. It's a very wrong statement. And even in the Sara Ali Khan's video, this is the link, you can watch it if you haven't. So in the Sara Ali Khan's diet review when I did, she had PCOS and she removed rice and roti and fruits and everything. She just has eggs and chicken. So this is the whole carb fear that is happening around in the nutrition industry. People are so afraid of having carbohydrates even from fruit, even though if the fruit is giving you lots of fiber, nutrients, antioxidants, whatnot, and you are still afraid of having fruit. So rice and roti ko to tata people have said a long time ago, right? So you need to stop this carbohydrate fear, even the fat fear, I would say. Consume your fats and carbs in moderation and choose better quality carbohydrates. Obviously, white rice is a better carbohydrate source, which does not give you any bloating or gas. Obviously, roti, gluten can somewhat give you some bloating and gas. But if you have specific digestion issues with roti wheat, then cut it out and include some millet roti, just say ragi, jawar, bajra, etc. Or go for quinoa or go for rice, brown rice, whatever you like. But hey, carbohydrates are absolutely fine in moderation. And again, coming to the next, fats. You need to include healthy fats in your diet plan. If you are already eating like paneer and ghee and egg yolks in the diet, then you don't have to worry about the fat intake. But if you're someone who has a lot of fear with fats, and if you're fearing having paneer and fearing having egg yolks due to the fat, then you need to stop that. Okay, it's absolutely healthy and essential for your body. You need to include it in moderation, and that's how you live a healthy and happy lifestyle. Last but not the least, let's discuss about the sweets. Okay, now if you have a sweet craving, which a lot of people end up having, so what to do? What you need to do is you need to include sweets in moderation. I'm not telling you to cut it out completely. I'm not telling you to live a Sant Baba lifestyle, cut everything off and just live a very restrictive and a very confined lifestyle. I'm telling you to include things in moderation, but still stay on track with your overall mindfulness and be mindful about your food quantity and portion control. If you're having some sweet cravings, then have some fruit. It's the best thing. Or you can even have some some imli candy. If you want to have a little bit of imli candy just for the satiety, you can have that for the craving satisfaction. You can even have a piece of dark chocolate. It's absolutely fine to consume some dark chocolate. So you can have a small square or 2 squares max of a dark chocolate after a meal. If you really have that sweet craving, it's absolutely fine to consume. What you can also do is you can include a peanut chicky, in a small piece of chicky after a meal. If you feel like that sweet craving, you can have a small piece of chicky, or you can even make like a dates and almonds ka barfi and have one small barfi of which is 10-15 grams. You can have that after your meal if you have that sweet craving, and it's absolutely fine. Now, don't overdo the dates and almonds thing, thinking that, oh, it's healthy, so I can overdo it and eat as much as possible. No, it's not supposed to be done that way. You need to be very mindful with your food portions. That's very important, especially if you have Pcos or any other metabolic issues of that equivalent sort. Then you have to be very mindful with your portion control, and it will definitely work out in the long run for your best. Okay, now these were the pointers which I need you to control and include and design your own nutrition plan with this. Obviously, you won't have 100% proper nutrition plan with this. I'm sure there will be something which you lag behind, but still this is better than doing something unhealthy and ending up doing something miserable for your health in the long run, right? I'm very sure that these tips will help you at least frame a very healthier and improve your overall condition, especially in terms of a PCOS and weight loss. But again, if you combine it with a proper recovery plan, if you combine it with a properly planned workout plan, then it will definitely give you the best results in the long run. So do not shy away from weight training. Do not shy away from cardio. Try to do some yoga and meditation also in your daily routine. It really helps reducing the hormonal imbalance and getting your hormonal health into the right place, keeping your body aligned with yourself, and you just feel so much better if you include a mix of weight training, cardio and yoga, and do some meditation also as much as possible you can. So these are the tips, and I'm sure that this will definitely help you in the long run. And if this is helpful to you, then you know what to do. Please hit the like button, share this video with your friends, family members, and in your WhatsApp groups. I'm sure there's a lot of people that can be helped with this video. Subscribe to the channel if you have not already, and hit the bell icon if you want to get notified whenever I post new videos. And this is my Instagram if you want to head over to my Instagram to see what I do in my daily lifestyle, or if you want to enroll for my 90-day transformation program, or if you want to inquire for the video consultations, then Instagram, or you have my email in the link. You can write an email to me. And thanks again for watching this video. Stay tuned for more interesting content, and I will see you very soon.